Fifth grade lesson 8.2 is problem solving using multiplication. Our essential question is, how can the strategy drawing a diagram help you solve fraction division problems by writing a multiplication sentence? Let's unlock the problem. Erica makes 6 submarine sandwiches and she cuts each sandwich into thirds. How many 1/3 size sandwich pieces does she have? Well, first I need to find how many 1/3 size sandwich pieces she has. And the information that I need to use is that she's got 6 sandwiches and she's cutting them into thirds. So I need to use the size of each sandwich, which is 1/3. And then how many sandwiches she has? She has 6. I can draw a model to organize the information from the problem. And then I can use organized information to find the answer. So I would draw 6 sandwiches. These are submarine sandwiches, and that's what they did there. They cut each of them into thirds, 1, 2, 3 for each one. And to find the total number of thirds in the 6 rectangles, I can multiply the number of thirds, 3, in each rectangle by the number of rectangles. So there's 3 in each one, and that's happening 6 times. So 6 times 3 equals 18. There are 18 pieces in there. So we're 6 divided by 1/3, 6 sandwiches divided into 1/3 pieces. Really, we're just going to say, if we're asking how many sandwiches there are, we're really just saying there are 18 thirds if you cut each of those up. So the answer, Erica has 18 1/3 size sandwiches. Let's look at that again, because we see that dividing by a fraction, but remember division is already a division problem. A fraction is already a division problem, so now you're dividing by a division problem, and it makes it all kind of weird, and we ended up multiplying, right? Let's see it again so our brains can get around that. Roberto is cutting 3 blueberry pies into halves to give to his neighbor. How many neighbors will get half of a pie? What do I need to find? How many neighbors will get half of a pie? What information do I need to use? There's 3 pies, and he's cutting them into half. So I put here there are 3 pies, and he's cutting them in half, which means into 2 pieces. How will I use that information? I'm taking this 3 pieces, and it's being divided up into half-size pieces. So 3 pies are being divided up into half-size pieces, and so how much will I end up having? So I'm going to solve the problem. I'll use pictures here. Right now it's okay to use pictures. As you get further on, you'll know like the steps that are taken, but we got to let our brains wrap ourselves around this, as always, and then we can learn the steps that are needed to divide with fractions. We're cutting them into half-size pieces, so into 2 pieces. And he's taking 1/2 of the pie to each neighbor. One neighbor gets one, another neighbor gets one, another neighbor gets one, and another neighbor gets one. So in reality, even though this is 3 divided into half-size pieces, I'm taking 2 here, and then 2 again, and 2 again. That's 2, 3 times, right? So I end up really, if this is the calculation I have, I'm really doing 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. 6 pieces, 6 neighbors. The step that you're going to get later, once your brain wraps around this, is just like we did in multiplication, where I said change everything to a fraction. So looking at this again, change everything to a fraction. 3/1 is a fraction divided by 1/2. And the step you're going to be given is to use the reciprocal, the flipped version of the second fraction. So we flip it over and multiply instead. 3 times 2 is 6, and 6/1 is the same as 6. So this is the answer we'll end up getting. This lesson is just explaining to you, so that your brain will accept it later, why we flip that. This is a division problem with a division. Fractions are division anyway, so it's like double negatives in language arts. They form the opposite. So division, we end up with multiply. So this is where you can see it. We had 3 full pies, cut them into half-size pieces. So how many half-size pieces do I have? 6 of them. So 6 neighbors, 6 neighbors will get 1/2 a pie. And I hope I didn't confuse you with the explanation of where that's going. You can kind of erase that from your brain if that confused you. Right now, we're just getting our brains used to the fact of using the model to kind of find it. A chef has 5 blocks of butter. I'm going to draw those 5 blocks of butter. Each block weighs 1 pound, and she cuts each block into fourths, so into 4 equal pieces. How many 1/4 pound pieces of butter does the chef have? Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut those into fours. And so 5 blocks of butter cut into 4 equal pieces. And basically, I'm going to write the calculation, the problem that we're doing. We're taking those 5 blocks of butter and we're splitting them up into 1/4 size pieces each. So there's 4 here, 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, 4 added repeatedly together. And of course, you know, repeated addition is multiplication. So in reality, I'm doing 5 of these sticks of butter with each of them having 4 pieces. So just so your brain can connect this, 5 divided by 1/4 can be solved as 5 times 4 because this is what's happening, and that equals 20. She has 20 1/4 pound pieces of butter. What if the chef had 3 blocks of butter and cut the blocks into thirds? Well, I'm drawing the pictures. We know that calculation-wise, this is 3 blocks of butter, and it's divided equally, each one into thirds. So we have 3 blocks. Oops, that's a melted block. Whoopsie whoops. Anyways, and then split it into thirds. So I have 3 here, and 3 here. That's 3 times 3. I would have 9 1/3 size pieces. Oh, I don't like those numbers right next to each other. That's confusing. Let me say I would have 9 1/3 size pieces. 3, 6, 9. Let's look at another one. Holly cuts 3 ribbons into 8s for a craft project. How many 1/8 size pieces of ribbon does she have? She has 3 ribbons. 1, 2, 3. That she cuts into 8 size pieces. Oh, I did another dash there. Sorry. Pretend those are 8 equal size pieces. There we go. And probably you're now at a point where maybe you don't need to draw it. You're seeing the routine here. I have 3 ribbons. I'm dividing it into 1/8 size pieces. And just like this happened up here, if each of them has 8 pieces, and I have 3 of those ribbons that have 8 pieces, that is 3 times 8. Then it equals 24. There's 24 there. 8, 16, 24. 24 pieces there. Okay, try this one, see how you do, and then you can push play again when you think you've got it. Jason has 2 pizzas that he cuts into 4s. How many 1/4 size pizza slices does he have? This is 2 whole pizzas divided up into 1/4 size pieces. 2 pizzas cut into 4s, so I get 4 pieces in that one and 4 pieces in that one for a total of 8 pieces. 8 1/4 size slices. All right, again, go ahead and try this one and see how you do. Pause and then play when you think you've got it. Thomas makes 5 sandwiches that he cuts into thirds, 1/3, right? How many 1/3 size sandwich pieces does he have? We have 5, and we're dividing it into third size pieces. So sandwiches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut into third size pieces. And there it is. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5 times 3 is 15 pieces. So that's it. Just helping you make the connection to what's going on here and the visual, which is really going to help you as you move forward in dividing with fractions this year and next year, especially in 6th grade math. So hope that I made that clear for you. Good luck.